Please rise and join us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello and welcome to the commencement exercises of the Roslyn High School class of 2020. What happens when the circumstances of COVID-19 do not allow us to have all the pomp normally associated with our Roslyn High School graduation? We, like you, have struggled with that question amid this global pandemic. So our teachers, parents, students, and administrators have organized an array of creative and meaningful celebrations for you, the graduating class of 2020. Your world has been turned upside down. You are stuck at home. You can't socialize in person, which is so much more valuable than any social media socialization. Your class of 2020 has grown up faster than any other students in our history. You arrived on this planet during the 9/11 tragedy, and you are leaving high school during a worldwide pandemic. Your resilience makes us so proud of you, truly amazing. Always remember, be kind, regardless of race, creed, color, religion, or sexual identity. Don't be afraid. Do what is right. Work hard. Respect others, regardless of race, creed, color, religion, or sexual identity. Be selfless and always be proud of yourself. During this pandemic, Eli Manning has said it well. Challenge yourself. What is your barometer of success? Don't downgrade your dreams to fit today's halting reality. Don't let the new normal be an excuse for standing in place. It is up to you not to become the class that never was. Class of 2020, be bold, have dreams, make plans, and pursue them. I wish you good health, true happiness, and individual success in all that you do. Congratulations. We will miss you all. Please welcome Mr. Pilnick.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 114th commencement ceremony of Roslyn High School. We come together today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2020 and to wish them well as they go forth into the next exciting chapter of their lives. It has been my privilege to be part of the Roslyn Public Schools for 37 years. I would be remiss if I did not thank and honor the administrators, teachers, staff, and faculty who have worked together to provide the class of 2020 and all the children in Roslyn the greatest education available today. They represent what is right in education, and their commitment is second to none. I would also like to recognize the parents, guardians, and families of the class of 2020 who entrust us each and every day with their children. I thank you for your support, but most of all, I thank you for your children. In June 2010, my oldest son and I attended his college orientation at SUNY Potsdam. During a parent presentation with the Dean of Students, I heard a suggestion and some advice that I would like to share with the families and graduates today. The topic was communication with your college-bound child. This was just about the time when texting and social media were exploding. With everyone having a cell phone, it was easy for parents to communicate with their child at college. However, the dean did suggest that even though you could talk to your child every day, it was important to send them a letter or a card. He said the kids still look forward to getting mail. So if you really knew me, I took that advice very seriously, and every week, my oldest son, who started college, got a letter. And 3 years after that, when my youngest started, he would get a letter. And that tradition continues today, even though they're at 28 and 25 and have careers of their own. The funny thing is, if I miss a week, I get a call or a text asking me where their letter is. Those letters have kept us connected through the years. So parents, guardians, and families start stocking up on cards, paper, envelopes, pens, buy some stamps, and start writing. Graduates, I end each and every letter to my children the same way, and I'd like to share that with you. Be smart, stay focused, be safe, and have fun. Be smart, not just book smart. Be smart about the decisions you make. the support groups you join, and the friends you make. Stay focused, not only on your schoolwork, but yourself. Always be true to yourself, take good care of yourself, and seek out experiences that make you a better person. Be safe. Be aware of your surroundings. Make good decisions about what you put in your mouth and the situations you put yourself in. Have fun. Absolutely have fun. However, have fun that does not cause harm to yourself or others. Have fun that is smart and safe. Remember, the decisions you make today will have a lasting impact on the decisions you will have to make in the future. Finally, I end each and every letter with this thought that I want to share with you. I love you and will miss you. Congratulations to the class of 2020. It is my great privilege and honor to introduce the OCC President, Andrew Antenberg, with words of welcome and wisdom.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome our Superintendent, Ms. Allison Brown, the members of the Board of Education and their President, Ms. Merrill Waxman-Ben-Levy, administration, teachers, staff, family, and friends. I was on the kindergarten playground for the first time, and I saw one of the most beautiful things I had ever seen. A huge silver jungle gym dome that was all mine to conquer. There was nothing I wanted more than to stand tall on top of that dome to get the best view of the entire playground. As I approached the shiny giant, I began to notice something strange. About halfway up the dome, the bars were marked with yellow tape. The smile on my face quickly faded as my classmates and I, standing on the wood chips at the base of the dome, were told that we were not allowed to climb up past that yellow tape. It would simply be too dangerous for my 2-foot-tall, 6-year-old body to be hanging from the top of that massive, 5-foot-tall dome. The rules set by the all-knowing grown-ups were pretty much unbreakable, so needless to say, I was left heartbroken. We just weren't ready to go to the top of the dome. For many of us, that was probably the biggest hardship of our lives up to that point. At the end of that school year, we faced another struggle, when we were divided into two groups, creating a rivalry that lasts to this day. Harbor Hill kids and East Hills kids. This division separated many of us from the people we had been friends with all our lives, which were admittedly not that long up to that point. However, we vowed to stay in touch, eager to see each other again in the future. That time came sooner than we could have imagined, as we were all reunited in middle school. We quickly made up for the lost time with our old friends and connected with new ones, finding out for the first time what it meant to be in a friend group. This period of energy and excitement coasted all through 6th grade. However, halfway through 7th grade, many of us were forced to face a new challenge we had not yet encountered. In the middle of that school year, my science teacher, Ms. Gordon, told my classmates and I that she would be leaving for cancer treatment. On her last day with our class, she brought us star-shaped cookies and through tears said, "Stars for my stars." I found out a few months later that Ms. Gordon had passed away. This was my first experience with death, and I didn't really know how to handle it. The thing that kept me going was that I wasn't alone. Everyone in my class was struggling the same way, and we came together to be there for each other as an entire grade for the very first time. Our strength was tested once again the next year, as Miss Vanessa Gray, our guidance counselor, passed away at the end of 8th grade. She was a rock for many of us and connected with each and every one of us, helping in more ways than she could count. But once again, with the love and support of our fellow classmates, we were able to push through the struggle without forgetting our past. But then, in junior year, we experienced another unimaginable loss. On December 4th, 2018, we lost our friend and classmate, Empress Preston. I'd like to take a moment of silence now to honor Empress and reflect on our times with her. Thank you. Although our hardships may have gotten more severe over time, they all had one commonality. We suffered through them together. We're a class that has been bonded by collective struggle and strengthened by adversity. And our ability to push through difficulty together is a skill more valuable now than ever before. We were there for each other when we needed it most, and the situation we're living in right now should be no exception. But as important it is that we remember the difficulties that defined us, it is just as important to think about the great memories we've made in our time in Roslyn. Like the hula hoop competitions and rainy day fire drills in the Heights, the hand turkeys during Thanksgiving and alphabet days at the end of the year in elementary school, the hectic and infamous BM season in 7th grade, and the boat trip and beach trip in 8th grade, which I think we should get senior year, but that's a different story. And of course, the incredible friendships and memories we've made in the high school over the last 4 years. The bake sales, the walks to Dello's, Toscana, and Gino's, the food during World Language Week, the club competition wins, the sports championships, the amazing feeling of doing well on a test you studied a lot for, and the strange joy of telling your friends you did terribly on a test that you didn't study for. And now here we all are in a position that just a few months ago none of us could have predicted. And unfortunately, we cannot all be physically together today. But this situation can't stop us from staying connected. And I know with the love and support of our fellow classmates, we will get through this like we always do. Now there are a few people I really need to thank. First, I'd like to thank my mom, dad, brother, and sister. Mom and dad, I could not have done any of this without your constant love and support. I don't even think I could have gotten through high school without you guys sitting there with me for hours for every social studies test I've had over the last 4 years. Jeremy and Randy, you guys have been amazing role models since the day I was born, and you will forever be my best friends. So thank you for all the good times. I also want to thank Ms. Perlman and Ms. Lenoci, my OCC advisors. You've provided me endless encouragement and taught me how to be an incredible leader. So thank you so much for all your help. Mr. Morial and all the other band and music staff, I want to thank you all for working so hard to create programs that produce unbelievable results, but also for caring so much about your students and making amazing memories with them along the way. I personally am never going to forget some of the insane stories I've gathered from those band trips. Mr. Pilnick, it's impossible to put into words what an incredible role model you are. You're instantly loved and respected by everyone you meet, and your kindness and generosity do not go unnoticed by anybody. You helped me grow from a shy 8th grader on a train in the RCP show to the confident leader I am today. Thank you for everything you've done for our school, and thank you for all your help both in school and in life. Although this was your last year working at RHS, your impact on the building and its students will last forever. I'd like to acknowledge some others who are also graduating today, here with us at the top of the dome. This year's retirees, Lou Bushy, Marianne Deladera, Barry Edelson, Lorraine Husar, Kathy Marks, Linda Mullenhoff, Deborah Alexiak, Barbara Pelletieri, Marianne Van Nostrand, Lexine Chapman, and of course, Jay Pilnick. Thank you for everything you've done for us in our school, and I wish you all the best in your retirement. We've grown a lot over the last 12 years, from famous fractions to algebra and calculus, from Little League to varsity, and from lacrosse shorts to caps and gowns. We have a past filled with both good and bad. These memories have shaped us into the grown-up people we are today. Here we are, standing at the top of the dome, finally big enough to look back at the ground we came from. Although our high school journey together may be coming to an end, I hope we can all take after our first grade selves and vow to stay in touch, eager to see each other again in the future. Congratulations, class of 2020.
It's with great pleasure and honor I'd like to introduce to you the Roslyn Board of Education President, Merrill Waxman Ben-Levy.
Families and students, greetings and heartfelt congratulations on behalf of the trustees of the Roslyn School District Board of Education, Vice President Cliff Saffron, David Dubner, Michael Levine, Stephen Litvak, David Seinfeld and Bruce Filari, and myself. Well done, Roslyn High School Class of 2020. With great respect and affection, I recognize the Central Office Administration, led by Superintendent Allison Brown. We have assembled for the Roslyn Public Schools an enviable corporate leadership team and an organization that is second to none, firing on all cylinders every single day. With respect and affection, I recognize the high school administration, Dr. Scott Andrews, Mrs. Carol Murphy, Mr. Chris Roth, and lastly, Mr. Jay Pilnick, who is graduating too this year by reason of his retirement, taking a piece of each of our hearts with him. Our department chair people, faculty, guidance counselors, teachers, our entire staff are each so deserving of recognition, along with you, helping to lead you to this day. Commencement is a milestone moment in celebration of education in general and Roslyn's brand specifically, along with all of the dynamics, traditions, and ceremonies that are uniquely ours. Some traditions are associated with certain classes and certain times. The class of 2020 is the class who will forever be remembered for creating the first senior celebration drive, as well as the first senior farewell parade. For their innovation, for their use of technology to stay connected, and for celebrating old traditions in new, untraditional ways. Radio and television personality Art Linkletter said, "Things turn out best for people who make the best out of the way things turn out." Thank you to the class of 2020 for leaving us a beautiful, lasting legacy of creativity, resilience, and perseverance, for which your class will always be remembered in the years to come. Whatever you choose to be, we want most of all for you to be safe and also to be happy, which are not mutually exclusive things for you to be. Remember that a truly happy person is one who can enjoy the scenery even while on a detour. As we let you go with our heartfelt blessings and all our love into your next adventure, remember too that on the great compass of life, true north is always home, family, and Roslyn. Go Bulldogs!
With great pride, joy, and respect, I'd like to introduce the Roslyn Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Allison Brown.
Hello, graduates of Roslyn High School. I know that these last few months were not the way you planned to spend your senior year, but that does not diminish your achievement in the least. You have earned this honor, perhaps even more than graduates of the past, because of the very unusual circumstances you had to navigate to get here. Needless to say, the class of 2020 is facing a challenge that is unique in our history. It's not a challenge that any of us wanted or planned for, but this is what life brings us sometimes. Graduation speeches are often filled with life lessons and advice for the future. But you have just had one of the most important lessons that anyone can learn, that nothing is certain and no outcome is guaranteed. It's not an easy lesson to take in, especially when you're young and filled with hopes and dreams. But you will find a way through this hardship. Believe me, there's more than one pathway to your dreams. I am so optimistic about your future because of the perseverance you have demonstrated in the last few months. Your commitment to your studies under less than ideal conditions, your many gestures of kindness, and your bonds of friendship are all signs of strength and resilience. I cannot tell you how incredibly moved I have been by some of the video messages that you've sent to your teachers and staff at Roslyn High School. They display a maturity and grace far beyond your years. It seemed at times as if you, the students, were trying to reassure us, the adults, that everything would turn out all right. And it's because of you that I have confidence that things will turn out all right. The pandemic has given the class of 2020 a platform and a voice that you would not otherwise have had. The world is eager to hear what you have to say and to see what you will do. That is a great responsibility, and I urge you to continue to use your voice as a force for good. Few generations have the opportunity to bring about great and beneficial change in our society. You may not have asked for this opportunity, but it's here, and you must seize it. I have not the slightest doubt that you are up for the challenge and to meeting every challenge that will come your way. My warmest congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2020.
Hello and good afternoon. First, I'd like to thank the Roslyn High School Central Administration, the Board of Education, and of course, the hardworking teachers and staff who supported us all these years. And to all my fellow graduates, I'd like to sincerely congratulate each and every one of you. We've accomplished a lot together. The most valuable piece of advice I've ever received came from John Adams. He said, "To be good and to do good is all we have to do." When I first read this, my natural thought was, of course, everybody wants to be a good person. I feels nice to do the right thing or to be kind to others. It makes us look better too. Last year, I volunteered to help at Old Westbury Gardens. Because I was the newest and the youngest person there, the head gardener Will liked to show me around to all the best little spots to visit, places with shade and a nice view. My favorite spot was definitely the tree-lined pathways by the main entrance, right when you drive in through the gates. Just a little travel tip, if you ever decide to visit Old Westbury Gardens, please stop by the front. It's absolutely beautiful, especially in fall, with over 50 yards of a really neat tree-lined walkway. I promise you won't regret it. While I was trimming branches though, I found out that despite being by far the most difficult location to maintain, hardly anyone even knew of its existence. Will told me that even newlyweds looking to take garden photos would overlook the spot. They would Photoshop in green grass when they could have been standing on some. When I asked him why go through all the trouble to take care of it then, his answer really stuck with me. He told me, even if no one sees it, my job is to take care of the gardens. And as long as it's a part of the gardens, I'll take care of these paths. Those 4 lines of trees, each spanning around 50 yards, comes out to over 200 yards of trees. Even thinking of that is astounding. He trims hundreds of trees every year, knowing full well that only a handful will ever see them. That is, to me, a perfect example of dedication to one's craft. It's the story of one person's determination and persistence to do the right thing, even if there's no one watching him. Now, unbeknownst to Will the gardener, our conversation on that day imparted on me a very important message that I would now like to share with all of you. More than just choosing to be kind, I hope that you will all choose to live meaningfully. Do things not because you think you ought to, or because someone told you to, but because they are things that you want to do. And whatever you do, whatever you say, be honest with your words and earnest with your actions. I believe that is what being a good person is all about. I know that in a world with billions of other people, it may not seem like much, but I promise you that it is enough. We all have the power to really impact the people around us, sometimes without even realizing it. I personally would not be the same person standing here before you all today, if not for the influences of many other good-hearted people. And so I'd like to take the time to appreciate some of them. Thank you to all my elementary school, middle school, and high school teachers. I've learned a lot about a lot of things from each and every one of you. Thank you to my friends for making the last few years a lot more bearable. Yuri and Jessica for making me laugh. Rachel for appreciating my humor. Olivia for being a loyal friend. And Daniel for somehow being my friend. Even though most of us are about to go our separate ways, I'm confident that I, along with the rest of the class of 2020, will never forget all the wonderful people I've come to know over the years, as well as all the memories we've shared together. Now, there's no way I can graduate without acknowledging my family, my rock. Mom and Dad, thank you for teaching me about the important things in this world. Because of your reassurance, I have never been stressed a single day in my entire life. And to my sister Stephanie, thank you for showing me what hard work looks like. I always appreciate any time we spend together. I know you're busy, so I'll be following you to college to make sure you don't just live life, but enjoy it too. Just as John Adams said, each of us are responsible for doing the right thing. We may not be perfect people, but we can be good people. We owe it to our family, our friends, to our mentors and to our teachers, but also to ourselves. And so to my fellow graduates, I'd like to remind you once again to make sure to respect and honor the contributions of all the people in your life, because you have the power to change lives. I know that you will all achieve great things in the future, and so I wish you all the best. Good luck. Thank you.
It is with great pride and honor that I introduce to you the Roslyn High School class of 2020 valedictorian, Daniel Flyer.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to start off by thanking the superintendent, members of the Board of Education, administrators, teachers, staff, family, and friends for making this graduation possible. And of course, congratulations to all of my fellow graduates. For most graduating classes, it's out with the old and in with the new. It's never easy to say goodbye to old friends and move on to a new stage in life, but usually the new comes in so quickly that the old loses its importance in the blink of an eye. This year, we're stuck in limbo. Our high school experience has been done since Friday the 13th. We are still waiting on new experiences in college and beyond to come and fill the void that was left. This period of limbo has served as a time of reflection for many, including myself, as we look back at what made high school special. When we reflect on our high school experience, it won't be defined by a grandiose ending like graduation or prom, but rather the small moments that we all experienced along the way. One of my personal favorite episodes of SpongeBob, Squidville, captures this idea surprisingly well. After SpongeBob and Patrick annoy Squidward to his breaking point, he decides to move to Squidville, a town full of Squidwards just like him. His new life was everything he could have ever imagined, but he grew to hate it. Squidward managed to achieve his ideal life of cycling, clarinet playing, and interpretive dancing, but his life no longer had the nuance that makes it so amazing. He focused so much on his perfect vision of his day-to-day routine that he lost track of the small intricacies that make each day special. SpongeBob, on the other hand, finds small moments of enjoyment in every aspect of his life. Even during tasks as mundane as his job as a fry cook, he approaches each moment with a sense of excitement and appreciation that brings him both pleasure and meaning. It wasn't until Squidward approached life like SpongeBob and began doing silly, spontaneous things in the moment without really thinking about the long term that he was finally able to be happy. The small moments which defined my high school experience came from a wide range of places. Some came from my clubs, like devouring an entire plate of calamari with Alex at Quiz Bowl Nationals, or walking down to Pirandello's and 7-Eleven at 9 p.m. with the robotics team the night before our first ever competition, or when nearly the entire Science Olympiad team crammed into Flash's basement the night before our regional competition to complete all of our builds we told the advisors we had completed weeks prior. And many more came from my classes, like when we set up an elaborate promposal for Mr. Sherwood, but Zach got scared and ruined the whole plan. Or when we nearly started a fire in the back of the physics room using a combination of 9-volt batteries and steel wool. It's crazy to think about how many wild things actually happened during our time in high school. Even activities that are usually dull always manage to have enjoyable moments to be found within them. One thing people universally hate is waiting on lines, especially when you're waiting for over 3 hours. But if you focus on enjoying yourself while online, rather than being anxious to get to the end, 3 hours feels like 5 minutes. Of course, I was anxious to get to ride Hagrid's motorbike adventure at Universal for the first time, but I didn't care much about getting on the ride because I was having a great time playing Heads Up and Quackadilioso with my favorite people in marching band. Don't get me wrong, Hagrid's was incredible, probably a top 3 ride I've ever been on, but that's besides the point. But focusing on finding enjoyment in each moment while online, what could have felt like an eternity of boredom went by in the blink of an eye. Before I go, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who helped make each moment of my life special. To all my teachers, thank you for helping me every single year learn new, incredible things, and more importantly, for tolerating the shenanigans that happens in most classes. To all my friends, thank you for making every moment a great time worth remembering. To my sister Abby, thank you for motivating me to fill the huge shoes you left behind. I never got a perfect score, but I like to think I did a pretty good job. To my dad, thank you for sharing your love of comic books and food with me. I'll never forget our Port Washington pizza adventure. To my mom, thank you for always pushing me to do my best. I never would be where I am now without your nagging and model work ethic. So my message to all of you is to appreciate every small moment while it lasts. At many points in my high school career, I hated it. I was stressed with all my work and just wanted school to be done. But now that it is done, I want more than anything to be able to go back. Like Andy Bernard once said, I wish there's a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. I wish I appreciated each individual moment of high school more, because we will never get to experience it again. So, as we all move on to college, I ask that you all keep that in the back of your mind. No matter how much work you have, how stressed you may feel, how exhausted you may become, you should appreciate every moment of your college experience. Because pretty soon, you'll be back on a stage, this time as the class of 2024, having the same feelings you all are having right now. College is supposed to be the best time in your life, so take a page out of SpongeBob's book and appreciate every single moment of it. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Class of 2020, please organize for the distribution of diplomas.
Jillian Abizadeh, Benjamin Adamowitz, Samantha Adler, Anshul Agrawal, Samantha Agulnik, Jonah Albeg, Derek Alaquin, Tasmia Ali, Ryan Altman, Noah Hilla Amar, Isabella Andrade, Andrew Antenberg, Isabella Sarah Antoniuk, Casey Joanna Arias Lopez, Arvin Azad, Yassine Badawi,
Hi, it's Yassine Badawi. I just wanted to say thank you for everything and good luck.
Jazlik Baez, Yesten Baez, Sean Balak Haney, Alina Bang, Raphael Barak, Bradley Owen Basil, Jesse Baum, Stephanie Bauman, John Belov.
Hello, my name is John Belov, and I'm very excited to graduate. I'm very thankful for my parents for helping me get here.
Corinne Simon Ben Hamu, Samuel Ben Levy, Olivia Nicole Ben Levy, Justin Berger, Matilde Tiffany Bermudez, Jordan H. Bernstein, Anthony Bolivar Berezueta, Anshpal Bhatia, Nicole Blackman, Alexander Bolognese Bloom, William Borges, Dean Bowie, Giovanna Braffman, Anna Brichta, Amanda Brooke, Krish Budrani, Nengju Kevin Tsai, Elizabeth Cardenas, Daniel Castillo, Philip Chan, Lindsay Chen, Ziling Chen,
to my teacher, my friends, learn English. So after graduation, I will be better.
Truman Chong. Jocelyn Chu. Jack Sink. Juliana Cirincioni. Austin Clive. Benjamin Cogan. Aaron Jaden Cohen. Jonathan Cohen. Brooke Ellen Corcoran. Adam Covey. Avery Jane Arama Davis. Brooke Defrin. Destiny Diaz. Isabella DeSanti. Megan Doran. Liana Drenis. Tom DeViri. Aram Ibrahimian. Shervin Ibrahimian. Benjamin Robert Einzig. Jonathan Elkowitz. Miel Emuna. Sarah Faber. Zoe Farber. Joshua Farshadmand. Max Feinsod. Joshua Flashner. Kyle Flick. Daniel Flyer. Kylie Fox. Alex Freeman. Jake Freeman. Joshua Arthur Freifeld. Jacob Fried. Justin Fried. Julia Friedman. Liana Friedman. Gabrielle Fries. Sophie Fries. Lydia Fu. Daniela Fatorin. David Galdamez. Ethan Gatto. Olivia Gavzi. Lara Gerstmann. Antonio Jamarino Jr. Eitan Giladi. Hannah Goldaber. Andrew Goldberg, Sarah Golden, Reed Goldstein, Bryn Page Goodstadt, Ryan Gordon, Anthony Gerbic, Dalit Grewal, Madeline Gruthius, Max Grossberg, Ariella Hakimi, Drew Halpern, Brendan Asher Hammerman, Parsha Hawk, Mac Hudson Harris, Lucy Howarth, Samantha Herrera, Justin Hertz, Alexa Perry Hoffman, Ashley Howe, Emma Huang, Stanley Huang, Sarah Januszewski, Morgan Jensen, Roe Caffrey, Jordan Kahn, Justin Kalman, Jake Koshetsky, Noah Asher Cashman, Mason Casper, Amanda Katz, Max K, Seth Reed Kessler, Rachel Kenyan, Brandon Kankanian.
I'm so excited to be a part of the Roslyn High School class of 2020. I would like to thank my parents and the entire staff at Roslyn High School for always being there for me. Go Roslyn High School.
Brian Joseph Kanzadeh, Carly Kazan, Ashlyn Kim, Jeremy Kim, Joshua Kim, Juliet Kim, Ryan Kim, Sarah Kim, Yeri Kim, Maya Kirshner, Mackenzie Page Comack, Matthew Tyler Koo, Jack Krupp, Sharon Korean, Christiana Laforte, Peter Lampropoulos, Allison Lang, Justin Lee, Nicole Lee, Hayden Leff, Samuel Lerner, Charlotte Levin, Dylan Levin, Samantha Levin.
My name is Samantha Levin, and I want to thank my family and friends for supporting me through the last 4 years of high school.
Samuel Jake Levine, Justin Michael Liao, Jack Lichtenstein,
Although it stinks we're going to miss our senior concerts, I'm very excited to roll into the next parts of our lives.
Jake Litvak, Jui Ruby Liu, Maria Josefa Lodato, Ajit Lokayan, Dylan London, Jordan Luckman, Kimberly Sarai Maldonado, Neil Mangal, Yingru Ruby Mao, Alexandra Mastro Totaro, Allison Betsabe Merchant, Grant Miller, Harris Miller, Arianna Mindick, Jet Mineroff, Victoria Moy,
Hi, my name is Tori Moy, and I'll be attending the University at Albany, and I'll be studying business administration. I'm so thankful for my friends, family, and teachers for getting me to where I am today. Thank you, Roslyn.
Justin Morgenstern, Alexa Moscarelli, Kayla Molchinski, Brett Mulligan,
Hi, Mom and Dad. Hello, everyone. I worked so hard over the years. I want to thank you for everything. I love you all.
Ariel Nabavian, Josiah Nelson, Matthew Nichols, Jessica New, Jake Peretti, Dion Park, Seema Patel, Arshan Pazuki, Gabriella Pergament, Zachary Perlman, Hannah Phillip, Sophia Policarpio, Juliet Pomara, Sarah Popovsky, Jesse Posner, Nathan Pozo.
I want to thank my family for always being there for me no matter what. I want to tell them that they're the best family someone can have.
Chantal Quispy,
Hi, my name is Chantal Quispy. I'm the first one in my family to graduate from Roslyn High School, and I'm thankful for my mom and dad for helping me get here today. Thank you.
Ryan Rabinowitz, Sophia Rappa, Layla Rattan, Keegan Rehill, Keegan Riley, Angelina Remnick, Sophia Remnick, Samuel Resnick, Daniel Robbins, Kiever Rude, Avi Rosenblatt, Noah Rosenthal, Trevor Rosenthal, Troy Oliver Ross, Sidney Rothschild, Madeline Rubin, Olivia Rubrum Schaffhauser, Feyi Sayo Rufai, Alex Russ, Qadis Salim, Joshua Samuel, Rachel Schiaffo, Paige Schultz, Skylar Schumann, Mitchell Schwartz, Ryan Seidner, Serena Shah, Ariel Shalanoff, Noreen Sharma, Shriyam Sharda, Samantha Schenker, Kwame Simmons, Andrew Simon, Owen Simon, Rashawn Simon, Hallie Singer, Erin Syria Monthek, Jordan Scow, Lauren Sloan, Emma Snyder, Michaela Suss, Jacob Stein, Jake Stoller, John Streifus, Daniel Jamin Sung, Thomas Tang, Isabel Tenner, Julia Tenner, Nicholas Turbancia, Christian Terborg.
If you're seeing this and you're graduating also, congratulations. If you're here to see me, I finished. I did it.
Catherine Tom, Oliver Matthew Topol, Alexander Tran, Spencer Tsao, Jordan Tucker, Nicholas Uskategi, Benjamin Valloni, Angel Vega, Arianna Vigorito, Brooke Simone Vilkas, Olivia Viruet Quintero, Amy Wagner.
Hi, this is Amy Wagner. I want to thank all my teachers and friends at Roslyn High School for helping me get to where I am now. I am excited to be studying engineering at GW.
Spencer Waldman, Maya Weinbaum, Allison Weinberg, Charlotte Weinberg, Riley Madison Weinberg, Andy Weiner, Robert Weingarten, Julia Weiss, Charlotte Werner, Eli Wiener, Daniel Williams, Benjamin Wyszynski, Sarah Wyszynski, Kidest Wold, Sabrina Wolf, Matthew Wolf, Ava Wu, Selena Rui Wu, Yi Nan Shao, Kyle Yoon, Elite Yosefi, Jocelyn Zucker,
Madam President, I hereby certify that the students assembled here today have successfully completed all of the requirements set forth by the Roslyn Board of Education and its policy for graduation. Graduates, you may now turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Graduates, please recess.